Alright guys, and welcome back. Today we're going to be looking at another educational informative build that I choose to run on my Huntress. Keep in mind that all my builds are based off being at rank 1, running no add-ons and versing 4-man pre-mades. Now there's going to be a lot of Huntress mains out here that can swear by certain perks like Modern Abuse, Barbecue and Chili, Nurse's Calling, Shadowborn, Ruin, Agitation, sometimes Brutal Strength. Now that's pretty much what a lot of the Huntresses run. Now you're going to be able to see that my Huntress build is a little bit different, and I'm going to explain to you why that is, keeping in mind that no add-ons are taken into account. My build has 4 perks, much like everyone else, and the 4 perks represent 4 different points. What are these 4 points? A Gen Protection perk. The Gen Protection perk I've chosen is Corrupt Intervention. What does this mean? I'm a 110% movement speed killer, therefore me trying to get around the board, if I were to spawn on a map like the Mountain, there's going to be 3 gens if I'm in the middle of the map that are all sealed on massive different areas on the map, and it's going to be hard for me to get over there and down a survivor and pick him up and then hook him and then get to another generator and regress it and then apply pressure without losing 2 to 3 gens based on how unbalanced and how large the map is in its current state right now, based on the fact of the killer that I'm playing. If I was playing somebody like Freddy Krueger, somebody like the Billy, it would be a bit of a different story, but based on the fact, yet again, like I said, I'm moving at 110% movement speed because I'm a slow killer. Now, being a slow killer, I want to make sure that my build comes together and allows me to make up for the time that I'm lacking. As a Billy, I move at 230% movement speed across the board with no add-ons. As a Huntress, I'm only 110. Therefore, technically, I'm moving less than half the speed of the Billy, which is a bit scary. Now, the next perk I'm going to have is going to be Situational Awareness. Now, Situational Awareness is Thrilling Tremor for me. Personally, people would take Barbecue and Chili so they can go for the cross maps with the hatchets. Why would I take Thrilling Tremor? And Iron Maiden's a very common one that a lot of Huntresses use too. Thrilling Tremor, I like it because this is going to tell me what generators are sealed. If I see multiple Jennies sealed, if I manage to see every generator sealed and I just hooked a guy, this means I got time to go to the locker, I've got time to grab something out of the locker, and I've got time to take a field of view, height advantage over the map, and be able to see from a hill what kind of information is being provided. Maybe go for a cheeky cross map with a hatchet. It just depends on the information that is provided. If for whatever reason 2 or 3 gens that are currently being worked on and I just hooked a guy, I'm going to go straight in between the 2 generators that are closest together as opposed to the other one, depending on what's going to happen if they complete those gens. Keeping in mind I'm a 110% movement speed killer, sometimes sacrificing gens, much like on a trapper, you're about prepping. Sometimes sacrificing that gen on a platform in the core of the board with 3 jungle gyms and a machine gun is the correct thing to do, based on the fact that's going to be out of your rotation loop. So keeping in mind some generators are more valuable than others, especially when you're playing a slow movement speed or a prep-based killer. If you're playing Freddy Krueger, you can really call the bluff wherever you are on the map regardless. The next perk is going to be for consistency on stability, also known as a stall perk. This perk is going to allow me to regress a generator after I hook somebody at a whopping 25%. Now, it takes 80 seconds to do a Jenny, 25% of 80 is 20, therefore 20 seconds is instantly deleted off a Jenny. Giant red sparks will be coming out of the generator, not to be fused with Surge. Surge, generator will explode, there'll be small red sparks coming out. The sparks are 2 completely different sizes, keeping in mind that while a generator is regressing, it will always regress at the rate of default, which is 0.3% per second, unless you have Ruin. Now, a lot of people don't know that if you have Ruin, somebody's working on a Jenny, you just down somebody with Surge. Surge will regress that Jenny the 8%, then Ruin will take in effect for that. A lot of people don't realize that. That way Surge can entwine with Ruin, in case you wanted to put that in your build as well, and Surveillance for whatever reason. I'm not sure if you want to run all 3 of those perks, but it could work. Now, the next perk is going to be probably the most crucial part, or the second most crucial piece to the puzzle. Obviously, the most crucial is stalling the beginning of the trial, seeing what I can do in 120 seconds. That's pretty much going to tell me how the trial is going to go. Is it going to be a hard game? Is it going to be a smooth game? Is it going to be an easy game? Can you take your foot off the pedal? Depends. Are you going to have enough rotation? Are they funneling together? Are they altruistic? What kind of survivors are versing? Are they good loopers? Are they split pressuring? It just gives you a lot of time to be able to understand what is happening in that period of time. This also being said, Discordance. Discordance is going to be the key to your success, based on the fact you're 110% movement speed, you're a slow movement killer, right? There are killers that are slower. Michael Myers at 105, Nurse at 96.5, bar the fact that Nurse can blink. So you're one of the slowest killers in the game. This being said, you want to know where you're going at all times. Rather than running Whispers, which is another common perk a lot of another common perk that a lot of Huntresses swear by, rather than running that, you're going to be able to go, okay, this generator is pulsating, therefore there are multiple targets on this generator. There's 2, 3, or 4 players over here, so I will rotate over here with my highest chance of being able to apply pressure towards multiple targeting. That being said, I know if I down one, I'm going to get good value out of my Pop Goes the Weasel. 2 people on a Jenny will get it done in 47.5 seconds as opposed to 45 seconds as of the recent changes to toolboxes and generator speed with multiple targets on it with the 15% diminishing returns that it has now. So, keeping this in mind, this is what I refer to as a utility perk. So just to one over in cap. We have a gen protection perk, we have a situational awareness perk, we have a stall perk, and a utility. Realistically, you can put whatever you want in the utility. You'll notice that my build comes with a lot of information. I have 2 information perks. I have a perk that's going to stop them from doing gens, and I have a perk to give me stall and regression and allow me to come back into the trial from a snowball, especially if I get multiple stacks out with my pop goes the weasel. You can only have 1 stack at a time, but if I were to down Jeff, kick a generator, pick Jeff up, then hook Jeff, and somebody went and tapped that generator, then I can kick the generator again. I can get popped twice, keeping in mind sometimes using pop in different areas would be the correct call. It also depends on what kind of late game you're looking at. Do you have a 3, 4 gen strat? Is there a gen on a platform upstairs, down there? Do you know where every target is? Now, like I said, guys, honorable mentions. Monitor and Abuse, smaller heartbeat, 24 meter heartbeat down to 16 meters. Lullaby isn't pinpoint directionable, can really throw some people off. Shadowborn, so you've got the field of view to help you out. Iron Maiden, so you can reload quicker. Nurse is Calling, so you can see people healing outside of your heartbeat. You've also got barbecue and chili information when you hook somebody, so you can go for the cross maps. Some people would say ruin, brutal strength for the pallets that you choose to respect rather than pulling up. You can break them straight away. You can do a couple of cheeky mind games with it as well. I've even seen a few Huntresses with Bamboozled. I couldn't recommend it though. So there's a lot you can run on her, but this is what I choose to run in the red ranks, and this is what gives me the most amount of success when I play, as opposed to the fact that I'm using no add-ons as well. With add-ons, the build would change, but this is what, as somebody who, I'm not a Huntress main, somebody who plays Huntress and has a good time running a build like this. Anyways, guys, that's going to be all for this week's video. Make sure you hit the subscribe button for more educational survivor and killer content that'll be coming in the near future. And guys, don't hesitate to pop in a live stream where I stream DBD 5 days a week. You guys take care and have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you, guys.